It's kind of worse. Okay, we'll just do this. Not the best lighting ever, but it's okay. I'm going to do a very rare, pretty natural skin today. Well, the base. I'm going to do like colorful editorial shapes. That will be a color gradient. But I think I'm going to do a more neutral skin today. So not white clown foundation, pretty much. Just getting my stuff out. I will still be making the under eye quite bright. But it's more natural than my typical type of stuff, if you've seen the other videos. And I always pick an album, so 1 second. Or a few, but I can't really make a choice. I'll just put on a YouTube video. 1 second. It's like Inception double YouTube. And I moisturized my face just now, so I'm just making sure there's no excess. But it should be soaked in soon to do the look. Hey, thanks for joining. I'm about to get into the base. Just need to pick a thing. I've been very indecisive today, so I don't even really know what the look's gonna be, but we'll figure it out. But I need double stimuli right now, so I need to put on a video in the background. 1 second. Let's try that. We'll see. Okay, now getting into it. I'm gonna use some foundation. Whatever foundation, don't really matter. And I'm getting my sponge. And I'm also just gonna apply. Usually I do this after, but I actually want to do it before. I want these areas to be a lot brighter. There. Just for like a bit of a boost. And it's kind of like contouring, but using the highlights instead. So I guess highlighting, but when I say highlighting, people just think of like glitter highlight, which is that effect as well. But you can do it with like very matte shades, which is definitely like people do makeup like that, but I think kind of younger people that really hasn't been in the makeup generation yet. It's very still like glitter or like mild glitter focused. They haven't had the all matte era, so. Oh, yay. I just don't really have people share their birthdays for internet safety. No worries though. But yeah, just a thing for my page. Maybe I'm overthinking that one, but I'm just like, I don't know. I don't want people to give out like too much personal information. And I was gonna do like a bit more down the neck, but I think I'm just gonna do the look today and then kind of move on. I'm probably overthinking that, but I don't know. It's a personal thing. Now, if you can see, because I put the white foundation down, it's like a lot brighter there. So when I go in with the colorful eyeshadow in a second, it's gonna look very bright and it's gonna look very similar to how it looks in the pan. So. And I don't mind going a bit into my brow because I'll probably end up changing the color slightly anyways, and it will just help that process. Maybe I'll use a mirror too, just to make sure I got the coverage I want. Oh, good thing I did. Using the not very clear laptop camera doesn't really work that well. Okay, we're just about there, I think. Definitely gonna powder down. I had a lot of moisturizer on, so the skin is like very tacky and the product's moving pretty easy. I always forget about my jawline. Y'all gotta be careful with that, because I never look at the side of my face. That was my miss in high school. No makeup on the jaw. And I still do it sometimes because I forget. Okay, now we're gonna powder down just to make sure it doesn't get disturbed, because I'm gonna use eyeshadow on the face today and we want it to be very patted down. So I'm using the Sunset Makeup white powder. So I'm just gonna blend out my under eye because I really don't want any product sitting in my crease. Then we're gonna pat down. When you powder, it's not about not creasing, it's about not having the product sit in the crease. Because some people think makeup is a bit more transformative than it actually can be. And I'll put this all over the face, even though it's a white powder. I'm just pale, so it's not that deep, and I just kind of like the more dull look. So I don't mind if it takes a bit of color out of my face, because I'll just reapply it later if I want. And I will put it on my lid, but I won't use like a full thing. Like it doesn't need fresh powder because I want my eyeshadow to stick later. So I'm more focusing on like the face. Hey, thanks for joining. Just powdering down, and then we're gonna really get into the look. So I wanted a neutral base today. And I'm gonna put a little bit more under my eye because, again, I put a lot of moisturizer on and it's hot, so a bit risky. Shit, I got product in my blush brush. There's already pink on this, so I may just use that shade today just for a little bit of blush. I'm gonna do a bit of a thing with eyeshadow in a second, so I'm actually keeping it quite light, which isn't super typical for me. Just a bit to shape the face again. We're gonna be doing a lot of blending, so we can always come back to it. And I'm using a little bit of contour. It's the Cheekbone Beauty. It's probably the lightest one, but I'm using the really cool tone contour shade. Bronzer and me aren't really super good friends. I don't really like orange toned shades on me unless it's on my eyes. So that's a personal thing though. I know it looks really chunky right now, but we're gonna blend it out too. Let's not panic. And then I'm not really trying to contour my forehead. I just want like the color story to go around the face. I love my giant forehead. And then I may have done a little bit too much actually, but we'll just take it off. It really doesn't matter. If you ever feel like you do overdo it, one, excess product on the sponge, you can just kind of tap it under to where you want it. And then even if you put too much blush, you can just kind of tap it out. It gets natural quite quickly. I can't even see this side of my face because of the lighting. So I'm just hoping it's okay. I'll take pictures from this side, maybe. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, and then you can take your excess white powder or whatever setting powder you have. You can tap it like that. That will get it much more blended. Okay, now we're gonna get into the fun part. I wish I could zoom in on this. Maybe I can. I know you can on like a phone. Let me see. I don't want to end stream. I'm not. Oh, I think that just zoomed in on my screen. Okay, it'll have to be kind of far away. Oh well. I'm gonna use a mirror because it's gonna get a little close up. I'm gonna try not to get the excess product on me because I do want to use it later. Let's sit differently. We're locking in now. Okay. I always feel like I have to leave an ear out to listen to the live stream for some reason, even though it's all like a chat thing. I don't know. I'm like parasocial with my live stream. Oh, I'm seeing it in good light. We'll definitely blend more later, but it's okay. It's good for low light. All right. I'm going to think of what shades I want. I'm definitely using... So I want it to be pigmented, but I also need it to blend out very, very well. Different palettes will have different textures, and some of them are easier to use for different looks, if that makes any sense. So I'm just trying to think which one I would prefer today. I'm definitely using my, if I can find it. Oh yeah, my mini Pat McGrath palette. This purple shade will be perfect today. It's like the perfect glitter, so 100% it's going to be purple-ish. I think I'm going to do like turquoise purple transition. Yeah. So I'm just debating what eyeshadow palette I want to use. It's like, do I want it to be light and airy, pastel-y? Then I'm going to use this one. Or do I want it to be really strong? And I think I do want it to be a bit deeper. I don't know. Because the purple will be quite dark itself. Maybe I'll do pastel because I haven't done like, I've done pastel faces, but not pastel eyeshadow in a while. People get the nuance. I sound crazy, but I swear there is nuance in that. So we're gonna get started. I found my brush that I haven't been able to find in a while, and it's perfect for this type of look. Yippee to that. Just wiping the excess like black off this. So y'all know my brushes are not clean. And then I have a little bit of an edge here. Okay, we're getting there. Just cleaning the brush. This is what the live stream juice is. Okay, still stained. I think it's good enough. Uh-oh. I'm already sweating. Okay, we're gonna take some purple. I'm gonna go with this more warm and this cool tone, and I'm gonna do a little bit of both. Because I don't think the cool tone will show up enough. I wanna do like how many scoops we're going in. I want 2 in the cool tone, 1 in the warm tone as the mix. I'm gonna do, I always do 1 under here. I just think the eye is such a natural shape. Right here. And it's gonna look kind of bruised at first, but when we put the glitter on, it's going to pop. And when we do the rest of the face. And you're just going to keep building it, but you want most pigment to be right on the inner corner. So then when we go in with the glitter later, it has a base shade to go off of. It's not only going off of the foundation. See how that's just in such a natural shape? It kind of goes with the face. I don't know. I love it. Okay. I'm going to go here. And we're going to do the same here. I'm going to fade it out a little bit quicker though. So I have kind of a small eyes, so I don't want to close it too much. At least for this type of look. It really depends. I gotta figure out how I want to carry this through the rest of the face. Should I do one here, like going up? I don't know if I like the shape of that though. Thank you for joining. I still am stuck. Because I'm worried if it's too dark here, it's gonna look kind of weird. So maybe it should be coming from over here. But then it's like the highlight is purple, not the contour. This is where I get kind of stuck on these looks. I'm gonna do the forehead. We're gonna come back to the rest of the face. Definitely the part kind of 50-50 on, but I do love making the brows go a little extra deep. And then it can also be part of the ombre later. And it kind of gives you like a bug look. Something like that. Oh, not symmetrical. That's okay. Kind of wipe that outside edge. Better, not perfect, but I don't really care because this look is like, for me, I don't need it to be perfect. It's for fun. I don't know how, I have ideas for the rest of the face, but nothing's like clicking yet. Okay. I think we can do like little circles here, and then we'll have it ombre towards the middle. Maybe mistake. It's kind of cool. Is it? We'll do it on the other side. At least it can be symmetrical. So unsymmetrical though. I kind of don't like that. Oh well. I'm gonna add enough junk that we don't see it, hopefully. I think I gotta go with it like here. gotta go up here for sure. Ooh, I'm gonna use the silver glitter and the purple glitter. I just had like such an idea. Okay, cool. We're gonna do a little bit of nose contouring. Not really to change shape, but just so it has the effect. We'll correct that later. The catchphrase of this makeup page. Ooh. Let's just give that a quick little blend. We'll highlight again later. It will help. Trust me, it will come together. I wish it was symmetrical. I could literally change it, but I do not have that well right now. I will do like a little more puffs. Don't do that one if you're doing this tutorial. This is not nice. Man, I am really not hitting symmetric today. That is crazy. I'm definitely deleting this. Holy crap, that's bad. Okay, I'm gonna move on and come back to it because I feel like I'm a little bit stumped right now. So I'm gonna go in with blue. I want to do a bit of blue mixed with like a green. So we're gonna pile on purple glitter. I don't mind if some of the purple gets taken away for the blend. And we'll do that on the other side, and then we'll get the glitter on, and then we'll see what we need to adjust. But so far, I think it's gonna look kind of cool. It's gonna look less muddy with the glitter. We're just getting the bases on and just helping with the blend. I actually want to go a bit more onto the blue side of things now that I'm seeing it. Funky. We need blue in the center here. Okay. Do some teal. And just quickly blend it out a little bit. And now we're going to go in with some glitter, hopefully spiced up a little bit. Okay, I wanted to use a silver, but it's a gold in here. I think it will look similar. But I'm going to start with the purple. I love this purple glitter. This purple glitter is worth everything. So always do glitter with the finger. Always works best. If anyone knows the actual science why, I think it's just your finger texture and maybe the warmth. I don't know. Just start at the edge here. And we are just going to rub it over, having the most amount of product on the edge. And then you can just pull it out with your hand. But you want the most amount of product to stay in the center. And this will look really good with flash. I'll show you guys an example in a second. I just want to get more product on so you can see it. Because some looks look better in certain lightings, and this lighting is not good for glitter. It's gonna look really cool, especially when we get multiple glitters going. They're gonna play really nicely off each other. Okay, let me guys show you what it looks like. Ooh, with flash, because it looks, you can't even see. Let me get it. Okay. Hello? Oh. Wow. Can't even see it that well. The angles. I can't do mirrored stuff. Okay. So just imagine when the photo happens, the glitter is quite shimmery. So we're going to build on that. I just don't think you guys can really see that going on. Hey, thanks for joining. Thank you. Just working on an editorial look. We may add more, we may not. I want to get all the glitter on first, though. Yeah, one of my favorite glitters. You definitely need the light to see it, though, which is why I'm hoping eventually we can upgrade and get that going. But anyways, I'm actually use some of the glitter to contour as well. So when we get the flash going, it's gonna look really cool. But I'm gonna be a lot more precise with this step. You can already kind of see the way it reflects. And I like to do my makeup with my hand a lot of the time. Okay, and then a little on the lips as well before I gloss everything up. Okay, and then we're gonna use the lighter glitter, the lighter glitter here. I'm gonna go in, actually maybe with my pinky because I want to be a little bit more precise. And I'm just gonna take it kind of in the center. Not too much, and then just kind of blend it out. Again, it's more for the flash, so there's a bit of contrast in it. It's just meant to be kind of subtle, but it does make a really big difference in the pictures later. And then you're gonna do something very similar. You're just gonna tap it, really focusing on the outside, the opposite as the purple, and then just kind of blend it out. And then when the photos come, it'll be a really nice contrast. Tapping it. Again, with glitters especially, your hand is always best. You can really work it up towards the purple. The purple is quite strong, so it can handle a little bit of layering. And then I'm going to put more under here. And then kind of blend it out. Something like that. I'll show you again an update with the gold with the flashlight. So you can really see the reflection in a second. And even on like the flesh tone here, you can go in with that highlight. Because it's going to help shape and lift your face even more. If you're going for that really editorial, carved out look. And you're not using a lot of shadows, it's just playing with the light. I hope I'm making sense. It's just the nice little details that really make the look come together at the end of the day. And then I'm gonna put that as a highlight on my nose. And then a little bit up here. Again, it helps with the shape. Definitely forgetting something. I have to do mascara still, of course. I may do like a purple lash. I can show you guys how I customize that. Tap it out here. I'm gonna put a little bit on my chin. I don't know, I have this vision of it being really heavy on the Cupid's bow. So that's what we're doing. I put a lot in my brow bone, just for a bit more of a lifting effect. And I'm gonna quickly just do some eyeshadow for this to kind of match the skin. Let me do the flashlight one more time. You can really get a look at the glitter. Maybe I can come closer, yeah. They look really cool together. So now it's just finishing the look. And the photos are going to look really nice. So maybe check out my Instagram, same username, because that's where I post like the good pictures. YouTube, it's good for the tutorial, but you don't really get that whole effect with it, which is kind of too bad. But maybe one day. Anyways, we're getting back to the look. I'm going to take the same palette and just do some eyeshadow to match. Nothing too complex, because again, it's already a pretty interesting look. So I'm just going to start with the teal blue mixture we used. And I'm just going to quickly kind of shade it out. Nothing too fancy, really quick with it. Go a little bit under, but I don't want to go like too far. And I'm actually going to tight line with the green as well, actually. Last minute choice. Something like that. Gonna do it on the other side. Really just getting some green on there. Something like that. And then you're gonna blink the excess out of your eyes. And then you're gonna take the purple and you're gonna go even closer to make it a little bit smokier. And you're gonna do a big blend out in a second. But we're actually gonna quickly add a little bit of black. I want it to be a bit smokier. So I'm gonna take an even finer brush. Actually, no, this brush is fine. I'm gonna take a bit of black and I'm just gonna go right on the edges. Not too much, I just want a bit more of an impression of the smoky look. Just gonna blend it upward. Not too high. And we're gonna blend it even more in a second. I just want a bit of the shape. A little bit more. The other eye was a little bit darker. And you can always kind of blend it out with your hand. I always think it's just a bit easier. And the two sides of the face also look more different because the light is quite different on either side of me. This one is getting like hit with the rays. So just as a heads up there. Okay, good enough. Do a quick blend just with, honestly, this brush is fine. I don't really need it to be anything crazy because we're just gonna add the glitter again. Same kind of deal. The inverse, we're starting with a lot of purple right on the edge, outer corner, going into the outer corner of the lower lash line. And then doing the same. And now we're gonna go in with the yellow, just a bit over here. And you're just gonna kind of tap it out, kind of diluting everything. And you can show some in the inner corner as well. And the brow bone again, why not? Maybe if I move this, the angle will be slightly better. Not really. Okay. Shit. I knew I would do that. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna do lashes. Again, not like a super extensive look. Should I just do black lashes? I was gonna do white, but white lashes could be kind of cool. Let's try that actually. You can always change it. So this is just some concealer. I don't think this is proper method, but it works. Doesn't really help thicken the lash. Like that's why I usually do that eyeshadow trick. You can check out a different video if you want to see that. I do it in almost every video. But this isn't bad. Very easy, no fallout. So have to give it credit. I kind of like it. It's cool looking. Ooh. The only thing is this product kind of burns my eyes sometimes. My eyes have just gotten really sensitive this year. Like even sensitive products have been bothering my eyes. Probably because I do this, but I'll complain about it still. Don't worry. We'll put a gloss on. Okay, probably done once we get gloss. I think I'm also gonna add like just a little bit on these. I think it will look cool in the pictures, or it will be unnoticeable. One of the two. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. This should help them look more glowy in the pictures. Okay, and this is the funky look, very alien. Yeah. The picture's gonna be cool because this is actually like fully glitter. So it's gonna look, I think, pretty cool. So I'll probably end up posting it here on my shorts or on my Instagram. So feel free to check that out. Subscribe. We're almost at 500 subscribers, which means I can almost start monetizing, which is kind of cool. And it's just cool that almost 500 people are interested enough because when I started this channel 6 years ago, I think I was at like 60 subscribers for probably 4 years, which was still awesome, but definitely a long time. So it's kind of crazy this year, especially. I've grown like 5 times the size that I was at for like 6 years. So yeah, really cool, and I'm very appreciative. So thank you for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Probably something funky again, although I've been feeling more standard makeup too. So I actually don't know what next video brings. Probably tomorrow, but let me stop rambling. Yeah, see you guys. Bye.